Okay. We are actually recording. Good. Hello everyone and welcome back to session 1 by the Epigeeks. Today it's a very different setup and very different format. As you can see, we're not sitting in the library in this and on our table. We're here at a very special place. Today we'd like to say hello to Moko Tattoos and Peppe. Maybe we can show them.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. I'm in pain. This is very intense. Welcome to episode the 11.
This is episode 11.
And everyone say hi to Matthew,
Hello.
also known as Mooch.
Yeah. So
which
basically,
is going to torture me
yeah.
for the
Not
rest
so
of the,
much.
of the episode. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
But first and foremost, this is a bit of a new setup for us as well. As you might see, obviously, as I'm sure you've realized, we've got multiple camera angles now. This is going to be something which is improving the quality of our show going forward. But we're also doing this first official collaboration with Moko Tattoos.
Thank you so
And-
much. Thank you
yeah.
so much, Matthew.
It is an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
No
So,
problem, man.
can you tell us where is Moko Tattoo, actually?
Moko Tattoos is in Strima. If
Is
you
in
want me to
Strima.
do the actual
Yes,
ad
because
voice.
before he did an ad voice, which is
Yeah.
exactly...
Moko Tattoos ta' 30 sa' Juan Battista Street Islima. Moko Tattoos fejn il-kwalità tirrenja.
Well, guys, I think honestly that's as perfect as an intro as we're ever gonna get.
Exactly.
Welcome to session 1 by the Epigeeks.
Yeah, I'm fine. Perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Not on pain.
So, today obviously we're gonna have a bit of a different episode. We're gonna be talking a little bit about D&D because all three of us over here are huge D&D nerds.
Yeah, we never
Um,
speak about D&D usually
no,
on this
no, never.
podcast.
No, it's the first time we're doing this.
Yeah, today, because we have Mooch that is such a nerd, and I should stop playing with the guy with the needle. So, yeah, Mooch loves playing D&D, and we dabble a
Yeah.
little bit in Dungeons and Dragons.
We dabble a little bit.
Just a tiny bit. So we wanted to,
What
a
is it?
little bit, not much. I've played a couple of times
Yeah.
in my life. So also, I don't know if any of you noticed, but Muchi is a tattoo artist, and
Yeah, what he's
does a
doing
lot
there,
of-
yeah.
he does yeah, I mean, surprisingly so.
Yeah,
Uh,
that is an actual tattoo that Peppe is getting. The idea was that we were both gonna get one. This, unfortunately, due to personal medical reasons, honestly, I can't
Well,
get it.
he doesn't want
today.
to say it, but he just chickened out.
Oh,
That's,
yeah.
that's the real reason.
By the way, this is because here's a little factoid about our podcast. It's gonna be a lot of rambling today, by the way.
Yeah,
A small factoid about our podcast. You know how we usually sit? I would be on the right of the camera, and Peppe would be on the left
yeah,
of the
today
camera.
we are the opposite.
No, because Peppe insists that that is his best side.
Yes.
And I never get to show Mooch's work, which is on my arm right over here. Like, how cool. This is what
There it
this is
is,
what
yes.
Mooch did a few months ago now, I suppose.
I think so. Yeah, I think it was a month and a half ago, something like that.
Has
no?
it been that? It feels longer,
I
man.
think a month or a couple of months.
It feels longer, but anyway, I've always wanted to show that, and because of the setup, we couldn't. But today is a perfect opportunity to do so.
But listen, I wanted to sit on the right side because I get to show the entire sleeve. I mean, the two half of the sleeve that Mooch did for me. So I have two of my D&D characters over here.
Yeah, we can show them. Actually, I think they're very
I-
visible on camera, right?
I think usually
Ish.
they show most of our episodes. Because
Yeah.
let me remind everyone, sleeves are bullshit. Even though I'm wearing them. But yeah, and this piece is also made by Mooch. I think this was like
That was
4
4
years ago.
maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
yeah.
And this was my critical role
Yeah.
tattoo. You can see the head of Vecna. I don't know if you can see it, but we can see it.
Maybe hold
Uh,
it up a little bit more.
yeah, I mean,
Or you're gonna see it upside
upside
down,
down.
but
And it says, "How do you want to do this?" Which is the famous catchphrase
by our Lord and Savior Matthew Mercer.
Okay,
Yeah.
today I'm gonna swear a lot. Just spoiler for everybody.
None of this is scripted. All of this is just fun for us.
This is, well, it is fun. I love tattoos, as everyone can see. And Much has been my tattoo artist for I think
7 years, man.
more.
I think 7 or 8
I
years.
mean, okay, you specifically for 8 years, but Moko Tattoos has been my tattoo artist for 13 years. I did my first tattoo here at Moko, at the other shop actually that you had before, with Andrew.
Yes.
And then Andrew moved to Scotland, and
To
I was
England.
like, England. And I was like, okay, I still need to get more tattoos. And you started me talk
No, you need to talk. You need to speak a little
louder,
bit louder.
like
Yes.
this. Okay. So yeah, I pretty much all my tattoos are made by these gentlemen over here. And usually I don't feel this much pain. I think this specific
first one?
spot that I choose.
No, today, basically, before we started, you pissed me off, and now I'm hurting you.
And now
a
you're
little bit.
hurting me,
Yeah,
yes.
that's all. It's just
Yeah.
my
Okay.
my way
Thank
of
you.
showing some love and appreciation.
Thank you
for
very
being
much.
here.
Thank
That's
you very
all,
much,
You know,
Coach.
because I love you so much. bro.
Yes. I mean, we've been friends now for almost 10 years. And actually is completely random the fact that we both do our tattoos.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Mexico.
it's completely random. So basically, when I went to get my first tattoo, which is the death saving throws and arrows over here, I was looking for a tattoo artist, and I met one of our cosplay friends. We can say Stacy. Hi, Stacy.
Hello, Stacy.
Yeah, Mooch also knows Stacy. They're best friends, and she recommended Moko Tattoos. I think it was at the time where she was sharing some of your posts, something like that.
Yes, Stacy is like a social media manager, which I never really asked for. She just posts everything that I post. So thank you.
Yeah, and
Thank you,
basically,
Stacey.
I remember I just reached out over Instagram or something, and we kind of got this rolling. First, I did this one, which is the Death Saving Throws. Then I did Still Valhalla in authentic younger Futhark as well for the Norse geeks out there, and then I did the Ravens, Odin's Ravens, Mugen and Hugin. But yes, also we need to say hello to Jade today because
Yeah, today we have a live audience.
We have a lot of people.
We have a live audience today.
We have a live audience practically. So yeah, we have Jade that's obviously with the laptop running the technical stuff. We have other guests over here behind the camera. We have actually 2 photographers today. Want to say hi? Say hi. There's
Hello.
Federico and John and Nadine. So yeah, we've got quite a lot of people in behind
first
the
episode
cameras
with a
today.
live audience.
Yeah. Hey,
I think we never had so many people in the room with us doing the podcast. So far.
So far, no.
So far,
no. I mean, most we've had was like 2 onlookers and like 2 viewers and
yes,
and
I think
Jade.
we had. I mean, obviously Jade is always there with us.
Always the goblin in the corner.
Yes.
Yeah, always the goblin in the corner if she wasn't audible.
And we had I think we had maximum 2 other people.
Yeah.
Today we have 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, the audience is growing.
Yes, and you know, soon we're gonna
Prepare-
have like the canned laughter and with the signs laughter.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
people like, ah, ha, 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 ha.
That's what I was saying. Just prepare Madison Square Garden because we're getting there. We're getting there.
Let's try Upper Baracca Gardens first in Valletta.
Okay, fair enough. Teatro Manuel.
Teatro Manuel. Yeah, so yeah, we're all geeks over here. We're all like Dungeons and Dragons nerds. All 3 of us actually are dungeon masters to some extent.
Yes.
And
What do you mean to some extent?
because you prefer being a player. That's what you said during.
I thought you were saying that Mooch is not really a dungeon
That's
master.
why I turned. I was like thinking.
you know,
I would have been more inclined to say you're not a dungeon master rather than Mooch, to be honest, because
well,
like you are.
There goes your chance to play then. There goes like I just out
Was
of the
there
wind.
ever a chance for me to play? Like I've been on Reddit the past few days. It's like I literally my tag is at DM and I just like I never play.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean Mooch has this amazing campaign going on with his friends, and like we constantly talk about whenever I'm here. Like we always talk about.
He never likes talking about that. Like we have seen each other.
Listen, man.
We've seen each other. We've seen each other a couple of days ago to decide on the tattoo that I was going to get, and I think I spent here around 2 hours. I think we spoke about the tattoo for like 15 minutes,
Yeah.
and then 1 hour 45 just about D&D.
Yeah, it's one of those phenomena where basically you just click with someone so much. Like I've been saying this since the very beginning, like since the first time I came here. Like this tattoo, the first one took like what, 10 minutes, much?
I think so.
Like
yeah.
10
It
minutes.
wasn't really a big one, but yeah.
Yeah, like 10 minutes, and I was here for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and the rest of it was like talking about geeky stuff. I mean, first and foremost, there's this amazing like office studio at the back where he does his work, and it's like covered in artwork. In his artwork, of course, but he's got like the the geeky stuff. Like we have the Dovahkiin next to us here.
Yeah, there is a small statue of Dovahkiin over there.
It's a very small one, yes.
It's a very small one.
Yes.
It's actually bigger than I am.
Literally.
Proportion wise.
Literally, yes. It has a giant head.
Yeah, and yes, so we have quite a lot of things in common, so it was really good. And 2 episodes ago, in fact, our podcast was sponsored by Moko Tattoos by Much, and his business, of course. So we're incredibly grateful for that. So we thought it would be a great idea to come here and just have some fun while Peppe is in a little bit of pain.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm having lots of fun. Peppe,
Yeah.
not so much.
No, to be honest, now it's better. I think was the
better now?
the first spot.
I
Yeah,
am
don't
going to increase
no,
the
no, no, no,
machine.
no, no, don't do that.
I just-
Don't do that.
It was an idea.
Don't do that. But no, now I feel a little bit calmer than before. I think the very first spot, like on the side of the leg,
Yeah,
was
yeah,
very
yeah.
painful. But now it's getting better.
Yeah, I mean, there's something also so we wanted to mention during the intro, but I honestly completely forgot. Rachel, our social media manager. Hello, Rachel. She's amazing and she helps us out a lot. And she basically gave us a list of things that we need to do. You can change the camera over to Pepe. I just want to get his expression on camera.
As soon as I said that it was going to get better,
I'm not doing it up there.
I think you did. I think you did increase the.
I swear, I promise, I didn't.
Yeah.
Anyone wants to guess what I'm getting? Well, can they see the tattoo? No. Okay, so put in the comments what do you think the tattoo is. So put your guesses. Put your guesses for the tattoo in the comments, and
This was a really good idea.
let's see. Yeah, they keep. How much fun, eh, Kurt?
It's amazing. I'm having so much fun.
Uh-huh. And when are you gonna get yours?
Honestly, as soon as I'm off antibiotics, but other than that, I'm gonna get mine, no problem.
Oh my god! On camera?
If we have the opportunity, sure. I mean,
Yeah.
we do have our schedule quite blocked up from now until June, but we can maybe have another reel or something. Like as I was saying, like Rachel gave us a list of things that we needed to talk about today, and one of the things is that we need to mention also that we're going to be at ToyCon at the end of March.
Yes, actually, very important.
Yes.
We are going to be guests at ToyCon.
At ToyCon. So at the end of March, in the very last weekend of March, I believe it is the 28th and 29th, at the MFCC in Taali in Malta, we're going to be participating at ToyCon. We're going to be there with a whole booth, and we're going to have a lot of things going on, but there'll be a lot more details going on in the coming 2 episodes, which I think are also going to be super exciting as well.
Oh
like
my
we
God.
have the whole schedule
We
from
have,
now until June.
We have so many news.
Oh my god.
I mean, to be honest, we kept saying in the last few episodes, like we have a lot of news, we have a lot of new
Yes.
things that we're preparing. Obviously, this is one of those.
Yeah.
This is one of those new things, like new location, having a special guest that actually hosted us, because getting getting a tattoo is a pretty sorry, it's hard to speak. I was gonna say, yeah, it's a pretty fun thing to do, but also it's not something that we could do at our location.
No, of course
So
not, of
yeah,
course.
so this is one of the news that we wanted to bring, like episodes in different locations, and we're gonna have more and more reveals in the next coming
Yes.
weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna have quite a number of different episodes. We've been really responsible about this. We've been like
Have we?
really
Have
adults.
we though?
about- Yes, we have, to be honest. Like we have upgraded our cameras, which
We
I
did.
hope is actually
Yes.
like translating to something good on YouTube as
Actually,
well.
yes.
We'll have more
Jade is
microphones
doing
as
like-
well.
So it means we look good,
Yeah.
I guess.
I always look good, my
Well,
friend.
obviously, I was talking about me and Kurt. You, it's. I was giving it for granted, that you always look good.
But yes, so all of this news is going to culminate to something very special. So I think we can say that by the first week of April, we're gonna have the biggest news of them all.
Yes.
In March, we're gonna
Yes.
have a couple of really good episodes as well in March.
No spoilers.
No spoilers, of course.
I mean, obviously, like follow us on our social media. We're
Yeah, you're
going
gonna
to
see
give
what it is.
a lot of announcement on mostly on our Instagram,
Yeah.
on our TikTok, on Facebook probably as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously, if you follow us on our Instagram at Epigeeks, I mean, obviously, if you are here, you know what our Instagram is. But follow us on our
Yeah.
Instagram page. We're going to have Madonna. We're going to have some announcement on our Instagram page. It's fun. Yeah, having fun. Yeah, I can see that you're laughing at me.
The
but,
thumbnail of this episode is gonna be great.
Yeah.
I've already chosen
Lord.
that moment and exactly which phrase.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Jay took note of the thumbnail
Thank you,
image which
Jay.
we should be using. By the way, also, I wanted to also just talk like between all three of us about the last episode we discussed DM philosophies kind of and like playing outside the rule book kind of thing. So I really enjoyed that episode. Episode 10 was great, honestly. But today, since we have yet another DM with us,
Yes.
I would like to pick Mooch's brain. Like, how do you prepare for your game? How do you create your setting? Like, how long have you been creating your setting?
And
we've
that's
got
when
quite a
we
lot to
have
talk
opened the Pandora's box.
Yeah.
Yes, you have, unfortunately.
I'm trying to give you something else to focus on beside the pain.
I think
To me?
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck.
the first thing that is worth mentioning is that I started playing D&D again because of you.
Because of me. That's true.
Yes.
When I came for this, right?
Yes,
When I came for
because
this one.
I hadn't played since 2005. I am very old. Not that old, but I am older than these two, okay?
Well, slightly. Slightly older than us.
And Peppe came into the shop. He's like, listen, I have been to other shops, but they don't know how to do it. I want to do my 2D and the characters fighting. And I took a couple of pieces of paper out and I wrote name, class, race. And he goes, you know D&D. I go, yeah, man. And we became friends.
That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I started playing D&D again. And then I pretty much bullied my friends into playing it.
I remember that. I remember when you were saying like, no, listen, I need to find a group. Like I know the right people. I just have to get them into D&D.
And I did.
And you did.
And I was a player. But then the DM decided she could not DM anymore. And I decided to make my own game with the same people. Just I would be the dungeon master instead. Yeah.
And
but
that has been going on for how long?
2 years, a bit over 2 years.
Okay.
And because I don't like to do things the easy way,
Easy way.
I pretty much homebrewed everything.
Madonna.
So it's a homebrew world with a homebrew pantheon.
So yeah, over there we got another DM that likes to do this kind of things. I don't know why you guys do that to yourself.
Because
But it's fun.
I know
Homebrew's
it's
the best.
fun.
Fun, man. It's the best thing in the world. I get to make my own world with own people and own gods. And like, they're like puppets, man. Like, playing in my world.
That is
And you make them
exactly-
kiss.
That's awesome, dude. I'm sorry, I get excited when I talk about my world.
Slightly
Yeah,
excited.
that's the thing about homebrew, though. It's the first of almost the creative liberty you take with your, with creating your setting, your cosmology, your NPCs, and you can go from anything as serious as like Witcher vibes, grimdark Witcher vibes, or you can go something as as we always say, Boblin the Goblin kind of thing,
Boblin the Goblin.
and like when you look at them,
Hey,
and both of them,
Can I get the camera on me, please?
no, that's
Chris
not
has
what
been
I'm doing.
Chris
That's
has
not
been
what I'm
doing this, Jade.
Okay, can we get a ruling here? Does that qualify?
Yes, that does.
No, it does not, because what I'm doing is this. It's weighing two options, which has been
Well-
around since probably the Romans, if not before.
Well, I don't know about that.
You should
I
know.
think he was doing 6-7. That's what he was.
Can I swear now?
Um,
Madonna mia.
Anyway,
So yeah, I mean, like creating the homebrew world is something which is honestly at times can be a very frustrating, because you want to get the kind of the ideas out from your brain and onto paper, and then you kind of have to make everything like coherent and everything like fitting within your larger narrative, but it's also almost like a spiritual experience to an extent where
A spiritual
it's
experience.
true. No, it's true. Like when we are creating, at least when I'm creating the setting, and like there's this connection with the narrative that you're trying to tell, and that ultimately people are going to play through and enjoy. And there's a very kind of like level of satisfaction in that. I don't know. What do you think, Mooch?
I agree. One of my biggest joys is when we're playing the game. I get to see the players explore it, right? So it's an absolute joy to see them find something that I've spent so much hours on and days on and daydream so often of,
Yeah.
and then they find it, and it's just an awesome thing, man.
No, I completely agree with that. That's the part that I love about being a DM is how rewarding it is in the sense of like seeing your friends enjoying what you have created for them, let them play pretend in a world that you basically sew together
Mm.
for them to
Yeah.
explore. Uh, but I was using the word sewing because I like to take something that already exists
Yeah.
and bring my pieces
Yeah.
into it.
That's it
Like,
classifies as homebrew. I mean, yeah. I
yeah,
mean, it starts off from something which is a pre-published base. It's true.
exactly.
But many DMs started that way. I started that way as well.
I didn't.
You did not.
I did the hard way,
Yeah,
man. I just like raw dogged the entire thing. Didn't even open the rule book. Just started building a pantheon. I'm like, yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Um,
gonna that's gonna end eventually.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I understand the beauty of creating something from scratch and something that is completely new and that comes just from you. But at the same time, I feel that in my case, and probably in yours as well, guys, that is going to be like something that I'm going to start and that is never going to end. Because I'm always gonna add more details. I'm always
Yeah.
gonna sometimes scope out and sometimes
Yeah.
go deeper into details. My problem is that with my ADHD, when I start going into
You
details,
go down the
I
rabbit
get
hole. Yeah.
lost. Yeah, I get
Yeah.
lost into the details and I lose the focus on the larger scale things. So if I do have the larger scale things already in place, like let's say I we usually play and Federico here is one of my players. When we play, we usually play in the Forgotten Realms. So if I have already the word there,
Yeah.
if I have the larger scope
Yeah.
already there, then I can go, micro on the adventure specifically
Mhm.
and what is going to happen to the players and what is going to happen around them.
Yeah, that is a legitimate way to approach it. Like honestly, there's no right or wrong way to do
Exactly,
this.
exactly.
It's just different approaches. I myself started from a starter pack, The Lost Mines of Phandelver, and actually yesterday evening we had dinner with my brother and his wife, and we were talking about this because I started with those two, like my brother and his wife, and some other friends as well around that table. I think I've talked about this before. But we started there, and I modified it a little bit
Yeah.
to fit 6 players, and then from then on it was just homebrew. I created the setting of Yukabai and everything, which is what we've played on this channel before, like years ago. But yes, then you keep developing and the stuff like that. The thing is this, it's, as I said, both are good approaches. There's no wrong way to
Yeah, there's no wrong
play
way to.
D&D as
I
long as
mean,
you're having fun and not being a dick about it.
I mean, yeah, there are wrong ways. That's what I was saying. There are
Yeah.
some wrong ways to play D&D. It's like when you don't let your friends have fun and when you
Exactly.
do some shitty stuff. That's
Yeah.
the only reason why you're playing D&D wrong, because you're being shitty to other people.
Yeah, and okay, yeah, that's fair. It's very fair, honestly. I think also having a homebrew setting and a complete homebrewed adventure can help a lot with players who have quite a lot of experience, such as yourself, Peppe. Like for example, I
Uh-huh.
would never try to DM a straight out of publishing adventure with you, like something which has been out already. Something new maybe, because obviously you're so knowledgeable about the setting, you're so knowledgeable about everything. And part of my job as a DM is to give you a new experience as well. Because let's face it, like when we hear people saying, "Oh, I'm gonna start playing D&D," the best thing about it is like, "Oh my fucking god, you're in for such a fun time,"
Yeah.
and those first experiences are what makes it fun, in my
Absolutely.
opinion. So That's another thing about homebrew that honestly I like. It is able to give you good experience, new experience.
That is one of the reasons that I've done that too. I wanted the players to
Yeah.
not know what's on this side of the
Uh-huh.
map. Like if I had to put it in Faerun,
Uh-huh.
yeah, and I tell them we're going to Baldur's Gate, they would then know where everything is.
Yes.
And I don't want them to know that.
I mean,
Even,
especially
you know?
especially after Baldur's Gate 3.
Especially after
Oh,
Baldur's Gate 3,
damn,
man.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, speaking of Baldur's Gate, I mean, how first and foremost, how great is that game, and secondly, like how great for us to live in a time where D&D is becoming popular because of something like that.
Yes.
Like, okay, we've had those phases before. We've had Critical Role, we've had Big Bang Theory,
Yes, we had Big
and
Bang
Critical
Theory, we had
Role,
Critical
and Stranger
Role.
Things.
Yes.
But Baldur's
Which
Gate 3,
definitely brought D&D up from
Yeah.
the ashes.
yeah,
Like that was the perfect storm. Like Critical Role coming out and Stranger Things, the pandemic itself,
yes,
like literally lifted D&D up. Then they ruined it a little bit. Wizards of the Coast,
yeah, but Wizards is
ruined it
Wizards.
slightly. But now, yeah, Baldur's Gate 3, which now is out for 3 years.
Actually, a little bit longer. Yeah, I mean, officially something like that.
I think it's like 3
But
years
I-
from the official release, but
'cause I've
obviously
been
the
playing it early
pre-release,
access.
was
Yeah,
the
I
early
used to
access
play
was
early access like
probably like 5
way
years
back
ago
then.
or
Yeah.
something like that. Almost 4 or
something
5
like
years
that,
ago.
I think I can't remember like off the top of my head.
And
my
by the way,
mind.
this is kind of news. It's not like super new news, but they are actually going to do a TV series adaptation.
Yes, I've heard.
Well, not of the game, not the story of the game,
Yeah.
but apparently it's going to be directed by the same guy that has directed
The Last of Us.
The
I
Last of
believe.
Us TV show, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
And is going to follow. I'm sorry if I'm speaking weird, but this is painful.
Why are you speaking weird?
Well, I Much. Why am I speaking weird?
Because you have about 7 needles going in and out of your leg.
Okay, that's a fairly good explanation.
Yeah. That's 9 egg volts, so it's okay.
To be honest, it's looking really good.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll put pictures up.
Yeah, we'll probably like even move the camera at the end of the podcast so you can have a look at it.
Sure. So what I was talking about?
Baldur's Gate,
Baldur's
series.
Gate TV show.
The TV,
Yes.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, they're gonna do a live
Action.
adaptation of Baldur's Gate 3, and the story apparently is gonna pick up after the end of the video game.
Yeah, but are
With
they
the
going,
same
are they going to do,
characters?
yeah, I was going to say, if it's going to be the same characters, right? Are they going to get actors to play
Yes.
characters?
Yes. Scarlac and Astarion
Yeah,
and
I'm not too sure about that. I'll be honest. I have mixed feelings about it
so this is the
because
thing.
we're so used to how they look like, and I'm
Yeah.
so used
Yeah.
to their like
Yeah.
voice. Like Astarion is you know,
Yeah.
you can't really change that.
They
voice,
have
man.
to get them
Yeah.
really right.
Neil Newben is Astarion.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, it doesn't look like Astarion.
Yo, but he can
So-
cosplay Astarion and everyone would believe it.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean,
but-
because
but-
he is the soul.
Yeah, exactly. He brought him to life.
Yes.
But for example, if you had a look at The Last of Us, whether you like it or you hate it for whatever reason, like I can't remember the main actress's name. Bella
Bella
Ramsey.
Ramsey?
Bella Ramsey.
Yeah, Bella Ramsey doesn't really look like Ellie from The Last of Us in
Yeah.
the game, and that was a little bit jarring for a lot of people. Now, yes, of course, you do understand it's a live action versus the game and blah blah blah, obviously, but I don't know, like as a fan of a franchise, you kind of, I don't know, it's like there's a certain level of expectation, as much as saying like the visual expectation
Yeah,
of
you
something
know.
is
I mean,
there.
obviously, they said they're going to have both new characters and existing characters from the video game.
Okay.
So we know already that some of the characters from the
Are
video
gonna be
games are
there.
going to be there. Now, we don't know if it's going to be the main cast of the video game or some other. Maybe, Withers will appear.
Okay. Yeah.
Or
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe some other NPC.
Maybe one of the goblins. Boblin.
Boblin, the famous Boblin.
I mean, Volo would probably show
Yeah,
up.
Volo probably
I hate
will
that
show
guy.
up.
You do.
I hate Volo, man.
Yeah, I mean, in the
How come?
game,
I
in the
just-
game, he's pretty annoying.
Yeah, you don't know what
I
he's
can't
hilarious.
stand him, man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why. Every time I see him, I'm like,
Listen, that's a very legit feeling. I felt the same. When
I
I met.
honestly did.
Anytime I met him, It was pretty annoying.
Like he like gets himself into like
A lot of
trouble.
troubles.
And
Yeah.
like, oh, help me, Tav. I don't want to, man.
Yeah.
I want to go to the Steel Watch or something.
Get your shit together, Bono.
mean, The only reason, I love the general like acting, like how do you say, persona that Volo portrays.
yes.
I love it, and I find it
He's a little bit
hilarious.
over the top.
Yes, but
He's
that's
a
like he's
very
the
over the
only
top
character that's really
character.
over the top
it's
in
not.
the
It's
game.
not that I don't like. It's just the fact that he puts himself into
Yeah, that's
situations.
true.
A
Like,
lot of
I-
shitty situations.
like, I don't want to do another side quest. I have like 26 pending ones, man.
Yes.
But to be fair, it does give you a very good reward by the end of his arc, I
Yeah.
suppose. But I always get that. Yeah. So Baldur's Gate 3, there's the TV show coming out.
Yeah,
So-
So this is the thing, I know HBO, because it's
Yeah.
going to be on HBO.
Yeah.
And I know that it's probably... Is it on HBO?
I think so. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we know that the production is going to be pretty good.
It depends. If it's season 1 Game of Thrones, it's gonna be very good. If it's season 7, it's gonna be really
Nah, okay,
bad.
but when I talk about production, I'm talking like, costumes and,
Yes,
and
yes, yes, fine.
the atmosphere of it is probably going to be fucking a
Yeah.
game. Now, we have to see the casting.
I'll be
always
honest
have-
with you. I'll be honest with you. I mean, a lot of like
Oddities.
production things can be forgiven in
Mm-hmm.
a product like in a series or whatever, as long as the writing is good.
Yeah.
Like look at the Witcher series on Netflix. Like that was something I was really looking forward to. I'm a huge Witcher fan, just in case it hasn't been portrayed so far.
We never mentioned that.
We never
actually.
mentioned it in the past.
It was never told that Kurt
But,
likes
You know,
Witcher.
there is oh, Madonna, I'm blanking. The King of the Nerds. What?
The what?
The
Henry
King of
Cavill.
the Henry Cavill. Thank you.
Sorry.
I was blanking for a second. So
All hail.
all hail Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill was the perfect Geralt, I think, and the story
Yes.
just fucked him over so badly. And the writing was really bad. They kind of like went away from what the books were.
And
Season
that's-
1 was I liked season 1.
And that's
was
the
gonna
reason
say,
why. That's the reason
I
why
loved
he left.
season 1.
That's the reason why
And
he
then
left.
season 2 was
franchise.
absolute crap in a fan kind of thing, like a shitnado
Okay.
kind of thing, and it was horrible. And I couldn't even stomach the first 3 episodes of season 3. I couldn't watch them. Yeah, Jade will
Yeah, they
never
mixed
forgive
up.
them.
Yeah,
for
they
what they
mixed
did to
up a couple of
Hertris.
characters, didn't they?
They didn't
Like-
mix them up. They portrayed them in a wildly different way. And without getting into the whole like PC debate over it, like casting and that sort of thing. As we're saying earlier, there are certain expectations for a character, and there's also some lore related to characters. Like for example, like if you're talking about Toussaint is basically Tuscany.
Mhm.
Like it's
Yes.
after Tuscany. And if you're talking about Redania, that's Poland, for example.
Uh-huh.
It's represented by Poland. And there are certain folklore elements, certain cultural elements that if you want to portray certain character, they just don't mix. They just don't. They cannot. The story cannot be told the way someone like Sapkowski would have wanted to tell it.
But do you think it's because they do not transpose well on in a TV show?
I don't think that's
or-
the case. No, I think it's just the writing was bad. I think they wanted to do their own thing. I think they wanted to create another The Witcher, which was
Okay.
for Netflix, and I think they just fucked it up.
I think at that point they could have just
John agrees
decided
with us.
to write a different Witcher instead of Geralt of Rivia.
Yeah.
They
This
could
is-
have tried
yeah.
following, another Witcher. Just pick another
this is-
Witcher and follow
Yeah.
their story, so you have the freedom to
Yeah.
create whatever you want to create.
Absolutely.
In the show.
Like in the animated, like the two animated movies,
Yes.
Call of the Siren and the other one, and what was it called? The first one,
They're also on Netflix,
Nightmare
right?
of the Wolf.
Yes.
Those were, oh my god,
And I
they
think
were
they
good.
followed the Grandmaster, no?
They followed Vesemir.
Vesemir, yes.
Vesemir, and there isn't much written about Vesemir as like in terms of
Yeah.
lore, and
So
that's
you
okay.
can
Just
you
what we
can
learn
do
from the-
whatever you want with it.
Yeah, and they
that's what I was
nailed
saying.
it. They nailed it. They nailed the story. They introduced new characters in a way that still were coherent. They were cohesive with the rest of the narrative.
But at the same time, I mean, you know that if you want to attract the majority of the people, you won't get out there.
Yeah, that's
want
true.
Geralt to be
That's
there.
true. No, that's true. That's true. And it's like, listen, this is the argument I've been having for, over different franchises, whether it is Star Wars, whether it is Batman, for example. I know that this is a very unpopular opinion, but I really don't like the Christopher Nolan ones. Sorry.
Batman?
Why?
Because I just don't like the way Batman is portrayed in them,
That's why I love those
Especially-
movies so much.
especially the Joker.
No. Okay, now we're
Me
gonna have a
too.
problem.
No.
Okay,
I'm
I was
sorry.
gonna say, listen, I'm not a huge fan of the Nolan's
Yeah.
Batman, but the portrayal of the Joker is
No, don't get me wrong. Heath Ledger
It's
was
insane.
great in that role.
It's insane.
But that's not the Joker.
I
Well,
love
I mean,
those
Thank you,
movies.
Federico agrees with me. Thank you.
It's-
Hold on.
It's an iteration of the Joker because obviously. So who's the Joker for you? Jack Nicholson?
No, the best Joker is not on camera. The best Joker is the one from the Arkham Asylum games, which
Yeah.
is Mark Hamill.
So it's not Mark Hamill from the
Mark Hamill from the
Animated series.
Yeah, but it's the same one. It's practically the same one, just a little bit more unhinged in the games.
yeah.
But
In the games is way
because
more
of,
unhinged.
yeah, because obviously on cartoons you have to cater
Yeah.
for kids. But the essence of the Joker was perfectly captured always by Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill was always the best Joker. I think a close second would be Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson was a very good Joker.
That's
as
a
well.
weird Joker though.
But Joker is weird.
No, as
That's
in
the thing.
no. What I'm saying is like it's a like I do not associate the Jack Nicholson Joker with the Mark Hamill Joker.
No, they're two
They're two-
completely.
yeah.
No, no.
The Jack Nicholson Joker is like a gangster slash. Like he's a weirdo. He's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, and to be fair, in the comics during those times, he was portrayed like that. Mark Hamill represents more of a modern Joker in the comics.
so
In
then
the way, like, there's an actual part. Like, for example, can you imagine like Heath Ledger's Joker ever going through an arc where he literally cuts off his face and wears it again as a mask kind of thing?
yes.
I don't see Heath Ledger doing it. I would
Really?
see the Arkham Joker doing it.
I could
It's
definitely
that
see
level of unhinged.
the I mean the Joker from the Nolan movie. And again, I don't feel entitled to say this is the best Joker. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
sure,
say
yeah.
this is my
Yeah.
favorite Joker. My favorite Joker is Heath Ledger. And
fine.
right after Heath Ledger, there is the Batman animated series
Yeah.
Mark Hamill Joker.
That we agree that he's the second best Joker.
That one.
Personally, I think it's the Arkham series of games Joker. I mean, it was portrayed perfectly. At the time, I was going through the new 52 arc of the comics, like
Uh-huh.
so like 2012 or 2011, something like that. And it was almost as if you were reading the comics and seeing it in game. It was the perfect portrayal, in my opinion. I
Talking
do
about-
have the comics in the library if you ever want to have a look at
Okay.
them. Like
I would love
the
to.
Batman ones
I would
are
love to.
drawn by Jim Lee. Oh my god,
No,
they're
actually,
amazing.
I have a question for Mooch.
Mm.
How many requests did you receive to get a Joker tattoo with
With the smile.
the smile on the hand
Thankfully,
like that?
none.
None, really?
Oh, wait, as in people who wanted to get it on their own hand, or people who
Yes.
wanted to get the Jared Leto tattoo with his hand.
No,
Because
no,
I've done that once.
no. Oh, really?
unfortunately. On
So
my
you-
cousin.
So
Sorry,
you
Michael.
had someone asking you to do a Jared Leto Joker,
Yeah.
tattoo
Yeah.
while
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
and you didn't got anyone that wanted the actual
Thankfully, no.
laugh like
No.
that. Okay, I thought I didn't even went to the thought of saying someone wants Jared Leto's Joker. 'Cause,
Listen,
I mean, if
man.
there is something that we can all agree upon, is that that's the worst
Yes,
Joker.
yes.
I-
we
I-
That's
agree.
the
Yeah.
worst Joker.
Sorry. But yeah, my cousin liked it and he wanted it. And I had to tattoo a Jared Leto joke
Okay.
on his
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Jared Leto. I love the
I
guy.
love
Jared Leto as the guy? Yes.
Yeah, I
As
love the
as
music.
as
I love
Joker?
the
Yeah.
him as an actor in general. I like him.
I loved him in Tron, Ares.
I
I
haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen- I haven't
liked
seen
it.
Tron.
I like. I mean, it's nothing like. Sorry, we're transitioning on to Tron now, which is another hyperfixation of mine. I love the Tron.
Really?
I love Tron, man. In fact, one of the tattoos I want to get from you is like the data discs on my arm, like one next to each other. I've been toying around with that. I one day it will be the right time to do it, and I will. So I'm a huge fan of Tron Legacy, and at the time when it came out, it was really underrated. A lot of people hated it. A lot of people just didn't like it. I don't know why. It looked great. There was Daft Punk as the band.
I was
like,
gonna
do-
say, man, it looks great and it sounds even
Sound-
greater, man.
Man, it was really
It's
amazing.
an amazing movie.
And this time, Tron Ares was the music was mostly composed by Nine Inch Nails.
Mhm.
Respectable. It was good music, not as good as Daft Punk. That was iconic, but it was good. I think in the soundtracks they had a lack of instrumental pieces in the soundtrack, because I do listen to the movie soundtracks like you know, when I'm driving or maybe when I'm work. And this one was after watching Tron Ares. I put the album on, and Nine Inch Nails have a lot of vocals in their songs, and I don't really associate that with Tron. Have you ever watched Tron?
No, I'm not a big fan, to be honest,
Really?
of the genre.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
I think the visuals are great. It's not my kind of.
Okay, that's fair enough. I mean,
not my vibe of fantasy sci-fi kind of.
no, I love that brand of sci-fi for the simple reason, like the way it looks. It's sci-fi in a way, which is not how the world will be in the future, but it's also kind of sci-fi in a way, like this is what people in the 80s thought computers will be 20 years from now.
I think that's why that's what throws me off.
Really?
It's like I feel it is like what's the movie with Schwarzenegger that goes on Mars? Total Recall.
Total Recall.
Yeah, like that's the vibe that I get.
Yeah.
It's like this is what people thought the future was, and that's ridiculous.
ridiculous.
Have you seen the old one, the old movie
Which one?
of Arnold where he goes to?
Yeah. Total Recall. Yeah, of course.
That scene where he's on Mars and you know his helmet comes
Uh-huh.
out, whatever it was.
Is not-
lives rent free in my head.
Yeah. He looked
No, I'm on Mars. No, stop it.
Mooch is also a
sorry.
great voice actor, by the way.
yes. Mooch makes a lot of very good and very funny voices,
And very bad ones too.
and very bad ones too. I mean, that was given. But by the way, spoiler: the movie Total Recall, which portrays Mars, was not shot on Mars.
Was it shot on the candy bar?
I didn't think we could go lower than my joke.
Yeah, you can always try hard.
You can always dig. You can always dig. There is Jade is very pissed
Jade is
off.
cringing.
Is very pissed off at us.
Sorry, Jay.
I mean, to be fair, like when we come here, usually it's like half DnD, half puns. So.
Yeah, like the worst ones.
But yeah, going back on Tron, did you know that the 1981, 1982 movie, I want to say, like the first original Tron was shot in black and white, and then I believe it was shot in black and white, and then every neon, not all of it, like the grid scenes when they're in the grid, and whenever there's like a neon band of light, it was hand drawn with a highlighter on the actual reel.
That's insane.
By hand. I believe Rachel told me this some time ago. Rachel is a bit of a cinephile as well.
That is insane.
And they did it frame by frame, unless I'm mistaken. And you can kind of tell a little bit in some scenes because there's a little bit of a bleed and like it looks a little bit off, but it goes to the level of dedication.
Yeah, if you think about the level of dedication that requires.
Yeah.
Like, imagine that there was a dude that was put there, or a lady, or a person that was put there with an highlighter.
Yeah.
To do every single frame of the fucking movie. That's
I
crazy.
believe it was ILM, Industrial Light and Magic, that used to do it. It was the same people who did, the Star Wars animation. Like basically LucasArts, essentially.
I was gonna say, it's reminding me of when the first Star Wars was made, and they had to take the films and then cut out where the spaceships would be. So they something like that. I don't remember.
They
exactly
did blue screen. They used to use blue screen back then. For Star Wars at the time, it was in the 70s.
You okay?
I feel like I'm sliding down slowly. Okay.
Actually, it takes me to there's another YouTube channel which I really love and follow. It's Captain Disillusion. I don't know whether you guys heard about it. Yeah. So Captain Disillusion is this I can't pronounce the surname. I'm sorry. It's a very particular surname, but he dresses himself in like this yellow tracksuit with like metal makeup up until half his face, like he's silver, and he pretends like he's like an alien from space and something. And he talks about debunking these myths of like these video myths, which are typically like, CGI or stuff like that.
Okay.
And he explains how they do it. And in one particular series, he did a two-parter on Back to the Future. It was called VFX School. And it's so amazing to see the history of cinema transition from the first Back to the Future movie that they shot up until the second and the third one. And we can debate on the quality of them, blah blah blah. But when
That hurt.
that's dedication.
That seriously
Sorry.
hurt.
That's dedication.
Yes. Thank you.
What is that? 45 minutes?
Yeah, 45 minutes.
What did you make it with?
Lipstick.
Okay, so basically, usually Jade
Yeah,
gives us
just for you to understand.
Jade gives us a little bit of an indication of how long we've been rambling for, and usually has like a paper with a pen. This time, since we're this two that we forgot to get, and I don't know if you can see it. She wrote it on her arm with like lip gloss. The dedication.
In a tattoo shop where pens and biros and markers
Are
and
everywhere.
pencils are literally everywhere.
We're planning on my part.
Listen.
There is literally a desk behind you with pens.
We said we would provide the equipment for recording, not the logic behind it. But yeah, we're talking like the whole Back to the Future thing. Like the trilogy is a great way to, to talk about. I'm trying to distract you.
I'm
man.
seeing
Like,
Jesus right now.
Is he dancing?
I'm seeing the Lord.
It's a Maltese expression. But anyway, like the Back to the Future movies are. Sorry, I hit the stuff. This one was
Also, it's funny to me. Sorry for interrupting you. It's
Yeah,
funny to
please.
me how we started this saying we're gonna talk about D&D. And we
talk
talk
about
about everything,
Everything.
but D&D so far.
To be fair,
We changed at
pretty
least like
much-
5 franchises.
Yeah.
it's
We
pretty
did
much
say it was
what-
unscripted.
Actually, we always do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just talk about everything.
Yeah, we can't stick to something.
I also want to take a, like once you're finished getting the tattoo and we show it and
yeah.
whatever, like it's soonish, right, Mooch?
Yeah,
like
it's
almost
almost
done. Like we actually do want to talk to you about the ND and stuff like that, but don't want to distract you and maybe
I am
ink a
very
unicorn
good at
instead.
multitasking. If you would like to ask me a question, I can answer it, no problem.
Okay, see, I'm horrible at multitasking, for example. So yeah, okay. So you said that let's go back to the original topic of this actual podcast series that we do.
By the way, hold on. I have a question because
Yeah.
you said let's discuss about the how good or how bad, like the quality of Back to the Future.
Yeah, the movies in the
Why?
sense. Because I mean, it is notorious that the third movie is not as good as the first one or the second.
I mean, but
one.
I would say that's pretty much every
Yeah,
trilogy
exactly.
ever.
Yeah.
Would you say that the Return of the King is better than the Fellowship of the Ring?
Yes.
Yes.
No, I don't agree. I'm sorry.
Yes.
yes.
I mean,
100.
exactly. And we
I
can
don't
tell you
agree.
exactly the scene why, and I'm pretty sure that we're gonna agree with it. This is Charge of the Rohirrim.
I do not agree. I'm sorry. I think the Fellowship of the Ring is a special something that no other movie ever has given me.
I mean, you are well entitled to say that. You're just wrong.
That's nice.
I'm
to
sorry,
know.
but the
That's
Charge of
nice
the
to know.
Rohirrim is cinema history. It's so iconic. Can we have just a show of hands, like from Lord of the Rings? Who thinks the Charge of the Rohirrim is the best scene of the whole trilogy? Hands up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I would say.
6.
I would say. Okay.
ruin and the world's ending.
Listen, I'm not saying everybody's deaf now. Everybody's deaf now. We don't have an audience
I'm
anymore.
sorry, I'm sorry.
No,
You
I just
can't
remembered we
listen to
removed all the limiters and compressors and the filters from that microphone, so
Yes.
it's even worse.
I am sorry, Jade.
I can tell you now, yes.
I am sorry, Jade. I got carried away, man.
It's
I love
okay.
Lord of the Rings, man. I'm a big fan.
No, don't get me wrong.
Thankfully, when you were in the moment, you actually moved back.
I actually thought about it.
So,
So.
That was good. That was good. No, well done. No, that is the absolute best scene in cinema history, full stop. Like, I will fight anyone and I will die on this hill. And funny story, actually. So, yesterday I had my medical appointment.
By the way, Helm's Deep.
That's the second one, though.
Helm's Deep.
That's in the Two Towers.
Way better.
How?
Way better.
What part of it is better? Tell me.
All of it.
The
entirety of it.
Yeah. Okay.
From the moment the guy let loose the arrow, that's perfection. The guy letting loose the arrow by mistake Okay.
That would
Listen,
have been the end of Epigeeks.
I do not accept being insulted in this way. Jay just said next you're gonna say The Hobbit is better.
I mean, to be fair, you said The Return of the King isn't the best one. That's a very close
No,
one.
I think that's a very close
That's
one.
a very close claim
No,
to make.
no. Okay. I thought it was close. Saying that The Return of the King is not the best one was equal to say that The Hobbit is
Yeah,
great.
it's a very close claim.
No.
No,
I'm
we
sorry.
at least we can
It's
all
much
agree that
worse.
Hobbit's the
It's
best.
much
Right
worse
one.
saying that The Hobbit is good.
Potato,
Is
potato.
any
but yeah.
good.
Funny story. Yesterday when I had my medical appointment, I ended up talking to the surgeon about Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Like we spent like a whole 20 minutes just talking about Lord of the Rings and the names of the Uruk-hais. Don't know, probably like obviously he's not watching, or maybe he is. Hello, Dr. Costa. But
Dr. Costa, subscribe. The button
yeah,
is below.
he actually like it was a funny thing, and they were talking about Lord of the Rings, and I wasn't wearing my ring yesterday, and he said, "You look like Frodo after Shelob was through with him." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, so you're a Lord of the Rings fan." And I didn't wear Aragorn's ring like for today, but I do have it. And he said, "Oh, the ring of Barahir." I'm like, "Okay, so you know your shit."
Oh man.
And he was like, "Oh, the first movie was great. I loved it when I was a kid. The part where Aragorn cuts off Lurtz's head was amazing." And I'm like, "You also know the name of the orcs?" He was like, "Uruk-hai, please." I'm like, "Okay. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing?" We ended up talking about like the Silmarillion, Fëanor, and Finrod's Felagund, and all his kids and shit like that. Like it was a whole geek fest. And the whole
Also,
yeah,
the fact
Bro.
that Samwise
Yeah.
killed basically a god,
yeah,
Like a demigod?
Yeah.
a demigod. That's how powerful Samwise Gamgee is.
Yes, with a toothpick essentially.
Listen,
The
Samwise.
equivalent of a toothpick to a god.
Okay, are we also gonna say that Samwise is not the best character?
No, Samwise is one of the best characters. I'm not gonna say the best.
He is one of the
the
best.
best ones.
Okay, who's the best one?
He is one of the best.
That's
I
a
don't think
tough one.
I can tell you who my favorites are.
Yeah. Who?
Theoden is my
Theoden
favorite.
is a
I
good
love
one.
Theoden. Something about him being, what's the word I'm looking for? Conflicted at the beginning to help. And
Very-
then
yes.
he's
very-
doing the right thing.
A very relatable
Yes.
persona to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the king, man, Aragorn, dude, I love Aragorn.
Aragorn.
Well, I
is,
mean,
Aragorn.
Aragorn
the
is the
epitome of
obvious.
manliness,
Yeah,
right?
is the obvious answer. I love.
What about you? Yeah.
I mean, my outmost favorite is obviously Samwise.
Okay.
But I love Boromir.
Boromir was also an underrated
I
character.
love Boromir for the same reason, because Boromir is like you can see the conflict
Yeah.
into him. You can see that he wants to do right by his people, and that's why he does
Yeah.
the shitty things that he does. But then he realizes how important
I think
it is to destroy the ring, and he literally gives his life.
I think here we can all agree that the right way towards the movies is the extended version of the movies. But
I mean,
and I think a very good reason for that is because it portrays Boromir in a much better light
Yeah.
than just a human who got
Yes.
kind of almost fell to corruption kind of thing. It gives context to the character.
yes.
I
I mean, because obviously
yeah.
you see the scenes in what is it,
in
Osgiliath.
Osgiliath.
So
Osgiliath.
obviously that gives a little bit more context of who Boromir is.
Wait, is it Osgiliath or Osgiliath? I believe it is Osgiliath. The proper
Osgiliath.
I think it's
the
Osgiliath. In the
Tolkien
movie,
pronunciation, I believe it was Osgiliath.
I think in the movie they say
In the book they
pronounce
say
it
Osgiliath, and in the books it is Osgiliath. Because I remember reading it in the annexes of the third book. I think it was something like that. It was the same as the Elven Sea. The Elven Sea is not a ch, it's a k. Celebras, Celebrimbor. Anyway, so a side fact, just in case you didn't realize we were geeks over here.
Just in case.
yeah,
Actually,
Actually, when I talk about Lord of the Rings, I like to
So
use the correct pronunciation.
yeah, my favorite characters. I don't know if this is a surprise or not, but probably would be Gandalf, Mithrandir, and
Okay.
Elrond, but in the intro scenes, not necessarily in Imladris. Like when at his peak, like when Elrond was at his prime, I think he was a great character, and maybe I'm also like being influenced by the books, not just the cinema. Maybe if I just had to pick the movies, maybe I would say Gandalf and Aragorn.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't throw.
Yeah, of course.
You are almost
what
done,
we're here
man. Just a
for.
little bit more, and you're absolutely done.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know why he didn't throw Isildur into the Mount Doom.
I know that was like my first instinct
Yeah,
as
that was
well.
like,
It's
just throw him,
just
just
push him off.
Listen, yes, like you're way stronger than him. You're way more powerful than him. You're a way better fighter than he
Yeah,
is.
it's just the two of you there. When you go out and they
Just
say, "Where's the king?" It's like, "Oh, he
throw him.
failed."
Well, man, he just slipped and fell. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Hey, you can actually clip Gimli in this, like he failed.
I'm so disappointed none of you mentioned Gimli.
Yeah, Gimli's amazing.
Nah,
as
listen, he's a
well.
great character. He's an incredible
Yeah.
character, but is he one of the best? Like, I would say top tier.
Yeah, he is top tier. Yeah.
I think he barely makes top tier.
Okay, wait. You have, but Jade has an
beyond belief.
yeah,
Yeah.
Jade has an affinity for dwarfs. Because part of her ancestry is Scottish, and
I thought part of her ancestry is
is
dwarves.
dwarven. I mean, I mean, kind of. So yeah, Gimli is an amazing character, and John Rhys Davies is one of the most beloved actors.
He's
that-
incredible.
I'm not a huge cinephile. Don't get me wrong. Like I don't watch movies religiously. I typically have my set of movies and I rewatch the shit out of them. But like John Rhys Davies was great as he was in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he's actually
was in
in
Raiders of the Lost
Raiders.
Ark.
Yes.
And funny story, and I disagree with this, but when we had the last the episode one of the LARP back then, and there were the photos that came out. A friend of mine said, "Oh, Kurt, you look like John Rhys Davies." I'm like, "What the fuck did you eat for breakfast?" Like, first of all, he's like 6 feet taller than I am to begin with.
But listen, I think like with the beard
Maybe
and
with
the
the
mood,
beard,
like you got something. Yes.
Maybe.
Now
That's
that
a point
you
of pride then. Like,
now that you say
I
that,
love that.
you got
Thank you.
you got something. I think it's the beard. Like you have the
Try it
very
with affection.
similar.
Oh, you have a very bad. I can't.
No,
I
you
cannot
can't
That's
do
fine.
that. I cannot do that.
That's
You
fine.
can't
You
do that,
can.
man.
I cannot do that.
Oh, it's all right. It's not that bad, man.
The best I can do is like give her more power, Captain.
That's good.
Scotty is the best I can do. But also, yeah, speaking of lookalikes, we have to mention, of course.
Oh, God damn it!
Can't go one episode without mentioning it.
Man, how like I even cut my hair. I even cut my hair. I cut my hair.
Well, please move to the honors. What does who does Peppe look like?
Robbie,
Rob Damon.
from Wish.
From Wish.
If I can say that on camera, can I say that? I don't know.
Oh
From
my
Temu.
god, yeah, you can.
Temu version of Rob Damon.
Which
And,
one?
like, don't get me wrong, like it's a huge compliment. Like
Of
I
course,
think
of course.
Robbie Damon is a very attractive guy. Like he's a really good looking man. I just really don't see it. Like I don't see it at all.
Can you see it?
See,
Even hair. Can you see? There's something
you just need
about
the longer
him.
hair.
With the longer hair, you
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Stylish
true.
hat.
I don't wear a
Even,
stylish
even,
hat
when-
like
whenever
that.
whenever I imagine Robbie Damon, it's always with the hat.
Yeah, right.
It's
not
true,
just me.
uh-huh.
It just looks
Because I think
cool.
that's how we saw him for the longest time. Like in,
Yeah.
in Critical Role, like he was wearing that hat like a lot,
Yeah.
Especially when he came up in the beginning. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was.
Yeah. So which one do you prefer? Us not telling you that you look like Robbie Damon, or the pain? Which was worse?
To be honest, both very painful. Both things are quite painful. No, to
From
be
the
honest,
equal ground.
no. I would say I don't think this was the most painful tattoo I got. I think this one behind here.
I was
Was
gonna say
worse.
It would be either that one. or
I
this
don't know
one.
whether.
This one didn't hurt that much.
Yeah?
This one didn't really hurt a lot. Like it hurt a little bit,
I have
but
to press a bit more.
yes, next time when we're gonna pass it over, yeah,
like
we're gonna...
if you make a mistake, you just cross it over. Like in,
Yes.
in pharmaceuticals, we cross them out, sign and date the correction. That's what you have to do on tattoos as well, right?
Actually, there is like a crossover part on the tattoo. There is a part that is literally meant to be crossed over.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, not the most painful one.
I
have
don't know
to be
whether we can
honest.
get it in shot somehow. You want to go maybe disconnect, like
Oh
I don't. The camera might
In which
stop
case,
working.
let me
By
just
the
clean
way,
it. Hold on.
Let's clear
wait
it.
before we do that.
Oh my god.
You need to unlock it, I think, first. Yeah. Jade is kind of trying to swivel the camera right now.
Oh my god.
Show it.
I am bleeding.
Yes, I'm going to. clean it
Yeah,
up.
it's like
It's almost like
it's almost like
if
your
I-
skin was burnt.
yes, it's almost like someone scarred my skin permanently.
Okay, just move the
With
tripod.
ink.
We
I
just need to
didn't
show it for
scar
a
it.
bit.
I decorated it. It's
No, don't.
You made
don't,
art.
Just
I made
tilt the tripod
God.
if possible.
The microphone was
Can you? Does
was
it show
leaving
now?
us. Does it show?
Oh yeah, there we go.
By the way, I think we'll have to
we go.
pause for a moment because the battery is leaving us.
Can you still hear them? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
okay.
I'm just saying.
It's okay. We're fine.
We're fine for now.
Obviously, we're gonna put pictures up on our social media and on and obviously
The camera back
we're gonna
okay?
tag Matt and Moko Tattoos. Man, it looks fantastic.
I'm glad you like it, man.
I am
It does. It really
very
does.
happy with it.
Was that a new design for Pepper, or was it something that you had prepared before?
No, this is a flash design I drew, I think last year.
Okay.
A few months back. We do custom tattoos. So if you do want to get a
Yeah.
tattoo which you want us to draw for you, we are 4
Yeah.
artists here with 4 distinct styles which we can do. Otherwise, we do have flash designs available for you to choose from. Moko Tattoos.
Again, do the voice again.
voice.
Moko Tattoos, where quality reigns. Are you looking to get a good tattoo? Look no further than Moko Tattoos of 30 St. John the Baptist Street, Slima.
Yes.
Moko Tattoos, where quality reigns.
This voice has no context to anyone outside of Malta, but
Yeah.
but if you live in Malta, there's this presenter and he's on radio and stuff like that. It sounds exactly like that.
Exactly like that.
Can I say
that's true.
who
Yeah,
is
sure,
it?
why not?
If you are watching this, Carlo Borg Bonacci, maybe you want to put a subscribe or a like to our YouTube channel. Haha. He never did Saha, I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of fun we have every time we come here.
That's
kind
yeah,
of.
yeah, yeah. That's you took a liberty there. You tried something new.
I did.
Yes.
I did. I am an artist. And
You're an artist, exactly. You're gonna get the So again,
I was gonna say, do you remember about 45 minutes ago you guys wanted to talk about Dungeons and
D&D,
Dragons?
yeah. I think now we can talk about D&D. Now I can talk about anything you want. Now I'm
Yeah.
good. Now I'm good. We can talk about anything.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm feeling much better now.
here's something that came to mind. Remember there was a time back in D&D where there were like during the whole arc of where Mistra died, one of the times
Yes.
where Mistra died, and
Yes.
there was like the spell markings and like this, what were they called? The magic. They were like magical tattoos, kind of.
Oh yeah.
Remember what they were?
I don't remember what. Yeah, but yeah.
It was pre-third, 5th edition, Madonna.
Yes, I think you're talking. Are you talking about the spell plague?
The spell plague, and they left like
That's the 4th edition stuff. though.
4th edition stuff,
I don't
right?
know.
Yeah, we don't talk
I
about
had
that.
completely skipped for it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank you.
I started
I
from
agree.
3.5.
Yes, me too. I started at 3
Ostra.
I started
at
3.
3.5
and then 3.5.
hadn't played in a very long time. Started with 5e, and now I'm confused again because the new books are out.
Why
Yeah,
didn't Jay just call
2024.
it 6th edition or 5.5?
Okay,
man?
6th edition was crazy because they were gonna throw away everything they had done until that moment.
5.5.
They should have
maybe,
done 5.5 was the right way to call the 5th edition 2024.
To be fair, on the internet, like most of the people refer to it as 5.5. Anyway.
Yes, a lot of people refer to it either as 5.24.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It
What?
doesn't roll.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the tone.
yeah, yeah,
24,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, because 2024.
Makes no sense. man.
Because now they differentiate between 2014 and 2024. So, but it doesn't make a lot of sense, in my opinion. They should have just called it 5.5. I don't know. I mean, they had gone already in the past with 3.5,
Yes,
and
yeah,
that was the most successful
It's true.
edition of D&D before the 5th.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
see why not using 5.5.
Yeah, they should have gone for 5.5. I mean, to be fair, we refer to it colloquially as 2024.
Yeah,
we said,
2024
between us.
D&D.
It's just easier. I mean, both of us played, all three of us here, we've played the 2014 version. Before, so kind of, at least for Pepe and myself, it's just easier to say 2024.
Yes.
And I have to admit, I am liking the new rule set and the way the
Oh, I
changes that they made.
love the new
They're
rule set.
great. I think they were well needed and well warranted. And maybe one day after all our programs from now until June are like all the podcast episodes are over, like the schedule that we have, we can maybe sit down and do a bit of a deep dive on some aspects and where it worked and maybe where it did not work that well.
We definitely had plans to do that
Yeah.
before we decided to do a lot of other plans.
Yes.
That had to take priority over that.
Exactly, because when we started this, we said, oh, "Listen, guys, we're gonna take it easy. We're gonna do one thing at a time."
Yeah,
So we did 6.
and then
Yeah.
I would say that's a pretty good description of how things went. We said, listen, we're gonna start taking it easy. We're gonna start a little bit earlier than what we wanted, but because we're gonna take our time, we're gonna build up, and then we did.
We did not take our time.
Yeah, we did not at all.
Yeah, I said I don't want to get burnt out, so I'm spending every day up until 1 in the morning working on stuff.
Yeah, sometimes I gotta check on him and just say, "Hey man, please
Look,
don't
when
do
you
stuff. Don't do
you
stuff."
hyper, to fixate on something.
Yeah.
Can you do?
Yeah, but I know him. I know that he will go into 6 hyperfixation at the same time. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
true.
Jade over there is like.
It's true.
So there is D&D, and there is the podcast, and there is the other project that we are gonna do.
There's Toycon coming up.
There is Toycon. There is drums.
No, but that's
He
something
started.
else. No,
He
that's something
started
else.
doing
So
playing the
I
drums
got an
as
electric
well.
drum kit.
Okay.
I got it from.
Then there
Domaran.
is no, but hold on.
Good
Then there
one.
is Corso Workshop. Then there is LARP. Then there is leatherworking in general, like for other people, like yeah, 3D printing,
I was
3D
gonna say,
printing,
3D
which is
yeah.
doing a lot right now.
Making,
So yeah,
just a little.
and that's why
Miniature
miniature
painting.
painting.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's doing too much.
I hate getting bored.
Yeah,
I don't know what it says about me, but I
he
hate
hates
getting
resting
bored.
as well.
I understand that 100%. You can ask my wife. One of the things I hate the most in this world is being bored.
Madonna,
I
can't
must
stand
do things. I have to be doing something. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I get way too upset.
Yeah.
So upset.
Well, I mean, with your job, I think you are pretty busy.
My job is never boring. I love my job.
That's what I'm saying. Like you
Yeah.
always get to draw something, or
Yeah.
even when you are not tattooing, but you're still creating stuff. So
The problem
you
is
got
sometimes I
a lot
have
to do.
like a client who isn't very nice, But other than that, it's fine. It's a nice job.
You just need to stab him hard or something.
Listen, this tattoo took us 2 sessions
Mm.
of I think it was 7 hours and 8 hours. We did.
I don't remember, man.
It was 2 very long sessions. I think we did it on a Sunday as well. Like it was just me and you for the entire
It
day
must have been
in the
yeah,
shop.
maybe, yeah.
And I really don't know where you found the patience to redraw these so many times like you did, because obviously I described the characters and I gave him visual reference and blah blah, and then he drew it in a way, and I was like, yeah, but this is a bit, and then he redraw it, and I was like, but I wanted the symbol of Moradin. Do you remember the symbol of Moradin
but
in the fucking
can-
medallion of the dwarf?
I
It's
can
like,
tell you exactly why I don't mind that, because I'm the same with mine. Like my characters in my head look a very specific way.
and you want it to be
So I understand when someone else no, my character that doesn't have this. It has this, or
Yeah.
the cape is shorter, or his hair is longer. I don't know.
yeah that
Yeah.
that was
So yeah, I understand that, man.
I felt bad for you saying, I know I want but then I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, but that's the character.
That's the thing. Like
character.
we have certain ideas of the characters that we portray, that we play, or that we create, and it's so difficult to get that out of your brain and into writing, let alone drawing. When you, for example, myself, where I don't know how to draw, so I have to rely on someone else's talents to do that. And you can describe so much, but ultimately you're gonna have dead vision of it. And it happened to me a few years ago, about 10, 12 years ago. A friend of mine redrew Arosavel as I used to play him on World of Warcraft. And there was a visual reference from the game, but the character I was writing about, which eventually turned out into one of the D&D characters I played, had a very specific look. And to get that,
Yeah.
and until we finally settled, the same thing, until we finally settled on what he looked like, it was quite a process. I can completely understand what you're saying.
And also because at the same, like, he was drawing two characters at the same
Yeah.
time and like fighting each, like in poses and stuff. So
Yeah.
it was really something.
It was fun though.
But yeah, no,
I do
and
enjoy
and that's why.
it.
And I don't think that I could have found anyone else to do that tattoo specifically, because I really needed someone that could understand what I was talking about. Because if you go and talk to a random person about Dungeons and Dragons and your character in Dungeons and Dragons, they're not gonna get it. They're not gonna understand,
Yeah.
because if they have not played the game, if they don't have a certain knowledge of who a necromancer is and what a dwarf look. Okay, maybe a dwarf what looks like, because everybody has the imagery of Gimli.
Yeah, John Rhys Davies.
Exactly. But I really needed someone like you that knew Dungeons and Dragons in and out, that had years and years of experience in D&D to understand, like, okay, I want this spell effect around, this weapon. I want this, and it was like really, like, I really felt like, okay, this tattoo is like
I
so good.
specifically remember the look of like, okay, this guy knows what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. When I took out 2 papers and wrote name, class,
Yeah,
race.
Like, okay, so what's the class? What's the race? Yeah.
Okay, you know D&D. Okay,
I was like,
okay.
yeah, that was such a relief. Yeah, it was literally, yeah. I can remember that
Yeah,
moment because it
yeah.
was really like when I realized how well you could understand what I was explaining. Because obviously, I had tried to explain this to other people.
It's very difficult to explain.
It's really
Like
hard.
trying to explain Dungeons and Dragons is very difficult.
Yeah.
Especially with before the whole Stranger Things vibe kind of thing. Like you couldn't really like, what do you do? Like I mentioned it the last episode. Like trying to explain to my father what a D&D game is like, okay, so you sit around the table and you role play characters. Like, okay, but like, do you have a screen? Do you have a game? Like, no, you just act out the characters.
Yeah.
Like you can't really say it any
How do
better
you
than that. You
explain
act
it to
out a
someone?
character based on the sheet that tells you what your character does, and then you roll dice to see whether it succeeds or not. But like that's basically it. You play pretend with rules
with
and
extra
things, yeah.
steps. It's basically play pretend with extra
With extra
steps.
steps.
Yeah, that's
And math.
La di da.
You add mathematics to play pretend.
Yeah, it's like when you're trying to disguise medicine in a piece of cheese for your dog or something. That's how
Yeah.
how you do it. You disguise maths around D&D.
That's actually a very good explanation of how to teach math to someone.
Yeah.
Actually, in our home game with Federico, there is our friend. She's a lovely person, Alessandra, but she can't count.
Okay.
She cannot count. And I'm like, Alessandra, you are 30 years old, 31 years old. How you don't know what 9 plus 4 does? And it's like, she has to count like on the die, like,
Hey, listen, man. Listen,
No
man.
shaming.
I am exactly like that. Okay? I need a calculator to do 2 plus 2.
5, right?
I can draw anything, but as soon as you give me numbers, I am done. Thank God my wife knows numbers, man. I don't know what I would do without my wife. I am useless when it comes to that stuff. No.
This literally happened like last week. Like last week we had a session. And she was like, and like she's a ranger and she has hunter's mark and she has like she's a hunter, so she has like an extra d8. So she was like rolling all these dice and like she does already like 3 attacks and stuff. So she rolls all the attack and then she just rolled the damage. It's like, so it's 4 plus 9 plus 5, and then she looks at me. which is, but that is
that is the cope. That is like the team playing aspect kind of thing. So I read out the numbers and you give me the
and
result.
you give me the result.
I am the dungeon master, and even I do that. I will roll, and then I will go. Okay, so it's 13 plus 5 plus 1, and I look at all of them. Like,
Yeah, because there is always someone
and then,
that
oh,
is
it's
doing that in
20,
their
okay,
mind.
okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
I'm usually that person that is
Yeah,
doing the
usually that's
count
Peppe, yeah,
in
doing
their
the count.
mind. I'm usually that.
I am terrible.
That
at that,
person
man.
that,
I need a calculator at all times.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, D&D is a great phenomenon that brought a lot of people together. So I wanted to ask you something. If you were to meet someone who's new, who's trying to get into the hobby, for example, whether it's a player, whether it is DM, is there any kind of advice that you would give them? Because this is a question that we get quite often on social media,
Yeah.
honestly.
Well, if you want to play and you're comfortable with being a dungeon master, I would say try and convince a couple of your friends. You only need 2. Yeah, just get a couple of
Yeah.
friends and play like one of the like you
Published
mentioned
them,
the
yeah.
beginner
Yeah, the starter set.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the starter set. Just get one of those, man. just read the basic rules, get a very simple the module, and just play. Just read the rules, make sure that you know kind of what's going on, and if you can't figure it out, just look at the pages, man. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
But start a little bit. You know.
Yeah, start
Don't do
small.
like I did.
Yeah, don't jump
No,
into it.
don't
like,
don't build an entire world because you're obsessed.
Yeah, you don't need that. You don't need that to start.
Yeah.
Then obviously
Yeah,
you can
do
always
that afterwards,
you can always
man.
go
You know?
and continue and build up and,
Yeah.
and add more stuff. But don't do that to yourself. Like it's hard. It's hard to create an entire word, let alone cosmology and a whole universe. You know.
And I would say if you're a player, there are plenty of groups on Facebook, especially in Malta. There's one in particular which you can look up. They do, I think, monthly games. Yeah, they do monthly games or something like that for new people and beginners. You can also, there are websites that will help you just, find a group for new people.
Yeah, go on D&D Beyond. Obviously, it's gonna be the easiest way. You're gonna find a
I'm not
bunch
mentioning any websites because I don't know if it's okay.
a
To
bunch. Yeah. No, absolutely.
We're not
absolutely.
big enough to matter for now.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
now.
We don't. It doesn't matter.
We
It doesn't matter
aspire to
us.
greatness. We're just
No,
not there
also,
yet.
like giving out resources to people. It's always good. Like
And,
you can go on YouTube.
Sorry. And if you don't have any dice, I have plenty. Just listen,
Just
man,
pop up.
just drop a text, come to the shop, I'll give you a bunch
Yeah,
of
I'll
dice,
give you a
okay?
bunch of
And
dice.
you're fine.
No, yeah, that's true. And actually, you don't even need the dice. You can just go on Google and say, "Hey, Google, roll up whatever D20,"
yeah.
and it,
Yeah,
and
but
it
the
will
dice is so
roll.
much more
No,
satisfying.
it's a lot
like
more
rolling the
fun.
dice is like
Yeah,
the
that's the
best.
fun. That's the fun part of
Clacky,
D&D.
clacky rocks are fun.
Exactly. Oh, we actually you're gonna see this in the next episode, but we actually do have a new table in the studio.
We do have a new table.
We have, yeah.
The
we
table has
assembled-
arrived.
has finally arrived, and it
Nice.
is made of a material which I don't know. It's called Chinese ceramic.
Okay.
It sounds like metal, but it looks like stone.
Okay.
Wow.
So the clacky of if we
It's
ever
gonna be
have
very
games,
clacky.
there's gonna be
Okay.
very clacky.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, if ever anyone is going to go and play on that table,
It's not gonna be Peppe.
please bring a dice roll, like a dice tray.
Yeah, dice tray.
Dice tray. Actually bought one. It's pretty nice. I bought 2 sets of dice and a dice tray for no particular reason at all. But I actually like those dice. There is one set that rolls extremely well, and another one that's completely sucks.
How's the set that was in the hero camp?
That one I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't play with that one.
All right.
No.
We're leaving that for a future occasion.
Maybe.
No, because here's the thing. Like for the Epigeeks crew, like if you at the beginning of January, we did like the whole crew together. We did some training camps, kind of, to get the it's a bit of a team building. And as part of a kind of holiday gift, we also gave like dice sets.
Yes.
It was fun. It was
fun. It was amazing actually. We had a lot of fun. It was a couple of days.
It was
very intense.
We did like 8 hours on Saturday and 8 hours on Sunday, or 9 hours on Sunday. It was intense. Like we went through a lot of.
All I'm hearing is that people got free dice and I did not.
That's
all I heard.
Hey.
Yes, that's all I heard.
That's
you hear that? Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, listen,
That's on us.
Come on, it's not,
that's on us.
we always bring you gifts.
You do bring me gifts.
Also, I brought
Yeah.
croissant.
You did, bro.
I brought croissant.
I was going to ask if you're comfortable. What is the most expensive dice you guys have ever bought?
So dice is one thing, dice set is another. So
One dice.
The single die that has to be my metal D20 one. So typically it was like 15 euros or something. It wasn't super expensive. But I also have 2 sets
You
of
said
dice which
you
you
said
can't get
50
anymore.
or 15?
15.
Ah, okay.
1-5.
Okay.
That's like in terms of like single dice. In terms of dice, I have 2 dice sets which you can't get anymore. One of them is the Critical Role set that they published, that they released back during campaign 1. I don't think you can get that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have a Diablo 3 dice set.
Cool.
Diablo 3 dice set, which I believe was given as a part of the goodie bags for one of the BlizzCons. And I got my hands on it as well. The pouch didn't survive, unfortunately. It was made of this cheap leather that flakes off, leather kind of thing. But the dice are still there. Leather.
I also don't have a single die, but if we are talking dice set, I have a dice set that, I mean, technically I didn't pay for the dice set
But
It was
itself.
given.
But the value.
So no, hold on. I'm going to elaborate on that because this is the dice set that Critical Role was giving out as one of the pledges for the animated series.
okay.
Yeah.
So I pledged because I wanted certain goodies. I pledged 200 euros because I first of all I wanted the animated series to be made.
Yeah.
So obviously I wanted to give my donation. But then I got a very pretty dice set out of it. I got like bags and like a signed drawing of the characters, like a scene from the actual show and stuff. Like it was pretty cool. But yeah, that was the most expensive I have ever paid to receive a bag of dice. You paid more than 200 euros? No? Ah, okay. Because I saw you doing these. I was like, Jesus.
No, I wanted a metal die,
Yeah.
but I wanted a particular one. So I had a blacksmith forge one for me. He
Oh,
forged
damn.
a D20, and that cost 120 euro.
Jesus.
And it's so heavy that my dice tray is all dinked up. And
La,
it's,
la,
it's,
la.
it's a custom made dice tray, and I don't know if I want to use it anymore. It's so heavy, dude. It's like proper heavy.
Well, I can imagine.
Yeah.
If
like,
it's denting
you know,
your
this-
fucking dice tray.
You know what the problem with
I
that?
only remember
cannot-
this
you
because
cannot
they
roll
said they
it.
have a new table. Like you can't show that on a table.
Yeah, you cannot roll it on any table, actually.
Ceramics? No.
Yeah, you need a plastic table.
That's why
Just
you
roll
do
it on a plastic table.
Try doing the salt test on it, see if it works.
What salt test?
You don't know the salt test
No, what
to
is
see
it?
if a dice is
It's like to
balanced.
see if a die is balanced. You can put it like in a highly
Saturated solution
uh-huh.
of salt, essentially. Like
Yeah.
you put a
Yeah,
cup
yeah,
with
yeah.
like lots of water, with water and a lot of salt in it, and then plastic dice, since they float, you just keep rolling them, and if they keep showing the same number, you know it's unbalanced. You can't do that on your metal
do
die.
Yeah, and that one.
You're gonna use it as an anchor.
Boink.
Yeah, you have to throw that in the
There's
Dead Sea.
There's no amount of salt that's gonna like keep that up. Boink.
Float on solid salt.
It will sink in salt.
Yeah, like what is that like the Archimedes fluid or something like that one that when you punch it becomes like solid.
Non-Newtonian.
Non-Newtonian fluid.
As you drop it in.
When you drop it, yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be boom, and then it's gonna go down.
But yeah,
Anyway,
I love
That's the only way that
clanky,
dice
clanky rocks, man.
can fucking
Yeah.
float. How did you like? Okay, when you went to the blacksmith,
I didn't go to a blacksmith.
you ordered it online.
you ordered
Yeah,
it from, okay.
I follow
Okay.
this blacksmith online. He makes a bunch of like you would love him.
Okay.
Who is he? Because I follow quite a bunch.
Vojta Forge, VOJTA
No.
Forge.
No, I don't follow. But I will.
But it's really good. And basically, I had bought a couple of D6s
Okay.
from him, and then he had sent me a message saying, "Hey, I'm testing out to see if I can make a D20. Would you be interested in it?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, of course.
So I bought it. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I asked him to make it of a specific size and all that.
Yeah.
Brilliant, man.
I mean, I love blacksmithing.
Yeah, I mean
It's
you
one of
cannot
the
roll
things-
it,
yeah.
but brilliant.
You can roll
That's
like
very
in two
hard.
hands.
Yeah, it just depends on whether or not you want your table to like be dented or not. You know, other than
Yeah, it's
that.
practically a cannonball.
Yeah,
Pretty
like,
much. Yeah.
Yeah, an edged cannonball.
it's a grenade.
No, I mean, blacksmithing is one of those arts that I really want to get into. It's like another hyperfixation.
Yeah,
of mine.
exactly,
It's been
yeah.
going for a couple
That's
of
the-
years now. We're very close to setting up our own forge in their family's field, but obviously other projects took precedence, and
That's-
I will one day.
Insane.
I will.
You are literally insane. You're an insane person.
Yes, I actually had budgeted everything. Like for like 2K, I was going to have the forge up and running, anvil and everything. Like get everything from Germany and shit like that. But then we decided to start the podcast, which to be fair is a lot of fun.
Jesus.
Yeah,
I'm
one day. you
I'm
know,
glad I saved you from 3rd degrees burned.
it would have happened like for the first month and that's it. But yeah, I mean, guys, this was so much fun. Honestly, I think we're running out of time now because Jade is making she's making hand signals, which I'm
Yeah.
not understanding.
Jade-
But
Jade is
I
good.
think
is throwing looks at us, which
Yeah.
means we have to cut it short.
yeah. But yes, thank you.
You're approaching the 1 hour 30 mark.
Yeah, we're approaching
Okay.
the 1 hour.
So we are good.
we're good. We're still on time, but
Yeah,
we're
we're
good.
still
So
on
let's.
So as always, well, first of all, thank you to Matt and Moko Tattoo for having us. Thank you everyone for listening this far into our rambling.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun to have like an unstructured, not unscripted. All our episodes are unscripted, but this had no structure to it. It was
And
just
you can
fun.
tell.
Yeah, yeah.
I
It's
mean, like there was an idea. Like the idea was like getting tattooed.
it wasn't AD.
We did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't AD.
We did it.
AD 3D. It was, man.
AD
Like
3D.
AD 3D. It was like all over the place.
Well,
So much. Can we do it again?
Whenever you guys want, no problem.
So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for following us. Always, please go and follow Moko Tattoos for the best tattoo work you'll ever get and for the best and geekiest experience you will get. Please come here. It's amazing, honestly. As always, you can always follow us on social media, our Instagram, our Facebook page, blah, blah, blah.
Join
blah,
our
blah,
Patreon.
Join our Patreon.
we are releasing homebrew D&D monsters, magical items. We're going to be releasing soonish as well some encounter ideas and dossiers
yeah.
on monsters.
Yeah.
So resources for both dungeon masters and players
Yeah.
alike.
Yeah, we're trying
So,
to keep it. Yeah,
join
we're trying
our
to keep it
Patreon.
very balanced between the two. But obviously, like, there's going to be a lot of good stuff on Patreon as well for the Super Geek tier. Another reminder as well for the end of March, we'll be at ToyCon. We'll have a booth there. Come and say hi. We're gonna have a couple of workshops as well. More
Yes.
details on that in the coming episodes. But make sure to come and say hi.
We're going to do some games as well. Like we're gonna be
so-
rolling dice and asking questions and
No.
doing trivias and stuff.
Yeah, you
So,
you might actually get a couple of goodies as well to take home with you, which is what I'm working on.
yes.
And there might also be an predict an announcement box
A
there
predict-
as well.
yes,
It's going to be a big
yes.
thing as well for the following.
We're gonna do something weird.
Something very weird.
Something weird.
Podcast
something
from the
new.
moon.
On
From
Mars.
Mars. From Mars.
Mars, sorry, man.
Podcast
I
from
missed
Mars.
that,
But it was pretty close, actually. It was pretty
it was
close.
very close.
You almost had it.
Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. As always, keep being geeks.
Be an Epigeeks.
What he said.